Good day everyone, this is Gyan here. Welcome to the studio. Today I'm going to draw you up an Earth Haven plan. Now, I know most people are wondering, how's Earth Haven going to have an impact on the world? How is this small, tiny dot of land that is currently situated in South Africa going to make a global impact on Mother Earth in a sustainable way that is in the end going to benefit everyone? Now, the method that we are using is called unity. It's called coming together and to have an impact. Now, I want you to, for a moment, imagine what does that look like? It also has a tiny dot in the middle. This is a vergrootglas. In English, you call it a magnifying glass. Now, I don't know if you've ever played with a magnifying glass outside. You know, you take your magnifying glass, you look around, and you look at the ants, and you look at everything becomes bigger, and you can see, wow, okay, it gets bigger. And I don't know if you have ever noticed that you can concentrate the sunlight through a magnifying glass to have so much power that you can set things alight. You can even burn animals to death with a magnifying glass. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. But how does that work? All right? A magnifying glass creates this tiny dot that has a very, very powerful impact, a very strong beam of light, like a laser, through taking all the light, all the collective light that it can possibly put into one frame and focuses it. If you hold the angle, if you hold the distance from the ground exactly and precise, then you can take all that randomly scattered light and you can focus it in one dot. And then when you move your magnifying glass around, you have an impact everywhere you move. Now, obviously, this is a very destructive impact, but you can use that destructive impact also to start a fire, also for something good, for something to, be beneficial to the environment and to yourself. So now, I want you to see that what we are presenting is nothing different. So just like a magnifying glass, you have this tiny dot of land on the earth. And now you're getting all the people in the world to empower this tiny dot. So I want you to now see, all the dots I'm making now, it's you, it's us, it's people. All right? You see? That's us, all coming together. And it just keeps going. All of us. Just coming together. All of us. And what do we all know? We know that we are all united. We're all together because of that tiny dot there. We're all focusing on that tiny dot. Alright, it's no different than a magnifying glass. And now you get the sun's power to be focused, to be concentrated. So you're getting thousands of people to first of all come together. Alright, just like a magnifying glass. You first collect all the light, and then once you have all the light, you now create your focus. What do you want to do with that light? And you have that tiny beam that now starts becoming a laser beam, just like your magnifying glass. So here you have all the people that's come together within one principle, within one mission and one vision. And to move that with a force across the earth. Now, what is our sunlight? What is the power that we are using? What is the one thing currently that is dominating this planet? It is, you're correct, it is money. Money currently controls everything. Behind money, obviously, is people. So money, yes, is the thing that we see, but people are the things we don't see. And those people are us. So we need to start putting our money towards a mission and a vision and a purpose in this world that is going to benefit all life. So now you have one Earth Haven, which is set up as a sustainable community that benefits nature. So you have nature. You have humans. And they come together and they equalize. And they live in harmony. And the human, obviously, has many dimensions. You have mental, parenting, children. You have physical health. I mean, in the human aspect, there are a lot of dimensions that needs to be covered. In nature, it's exactly the same. You have a lot of dimensions to cover. So, you're going to start working on all those points together with the Earth Haven communities. At first, everyone that is empowering the one community will be empowering nature first, and those that is in need. That's the people in poverty. That's the people that actually need resources in this world. Because we have $1, we have $2, we have $10, we have $5, we have $100, we have $200. It doesn't matter. We need to get this point to a point of empowerment by getting everyone to donate, to pledge. A pledge is something you commit to. And you make sure what you pledge, what you commit to, is something you can stick with for a very, very long time, because you want to follow through. You want to follow through to the end. You want to follow through with seeing results. You want to follow through with seeing a tree grow. You don't see a tree grow over 7 years and think, oh, this tree is not going to grow bigger, and cut it down. A tree needs at least 20, 50 years, 100 years for some trees to really mature into a big, strong tree. So this is currently the plan. We need to empower this one point by having thousands of people, like the sun rays, coming together and focusing our power on one point. Then, after this Earth Haven is complete within its mission, you create another small dot on the Earth, and another small dot. Then you take this support, all of this sun rays, which is you, and you move them over to the next Earth Haven. You will leave a portion to keep supporting this one. Then you will take the rest and move it to that Earth Haven. So then you have people and more people joining, because this Earth Haven will be in a different country, a different location. And then you collect more sun rays, more sun rays, more sun rays. And then you have another Earth Haven forming. Another focused point of power, like your magnifying glass. Then you do the same with the next one. Once this one's done, you leave a portion on this new Earth Haven. Then you move on to the next Earth Haven. And there people will collect. And again, you take all the other ones. So this is how you move money to have an effect, and a very, very strong effect at a time. It takes patience, it takes time. But once you have the momentum, once it goes, I want you to see every single dot I make as people. People is the answer to how we are going to get the power to move this movement of bringing sustainability, uplifting people in poverty, uplifting nature out of poverty, and to bring an awareness, a global impact to what it matters in this world. And so we can start changing the focus of human consciousness to that of nature, of life, and how to live with it in harmony. This is not happening anywhere at a fast rate. Nowhere. People are trying to still profit of every single sustainable method there is, which is a problem, because then it is biased. It is biased in that they want profit. They don't want to just give away. So we who have money have to set up basically perfect systems within a broken system and support that perfect system till that perfect system becomes so big and have such a big global impact that we can now actually bring it to everyone in the world. This is going to take time. This is going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take dedication from each person that commits to supporting. That's why we say we want 1 million people that donates, that pledges $1. That's all. That's our aim for now. But anyone can give more. $5, $10, and 1 million people. You suddenly have that focused force that you know a magnifying glass can do when you get the right amount of light in it and the right detailed focus and the right angles. Then you have that force. And this is what Earth Havens become. They become this force that everyone is focusing on and pushing and directing. And then you spread like that all over the world. And we've given you examples in previous videos how, for example, McDonald's has 36,000 McDonald's across this planet. Imagine you have 36,000 Earth Havens across this planet in the next 50 years. Your planet is changed. McDonald's doesn't just influence that small shop you see where you go in and buy food or drive through and get food. McDonald's influences the food industry, plastic. I mean, they influence everything. Petrol, how people drive, where people drive, when people drive. They influence job creation. They influence everything. So 36,000 McDonald's and what you see isn't all that's happening. And the same with Earth Havens. The Earth Havens isn't all that you are going to see. It's going to have the same side effects as what McDonald's has, except this is for life. This is for nature. This is for people. This is for the environment. This is for the future of our children, for the future of our planet. And as I said in many videos, you cannot wait for the governments. It has to come from the people. And I know we're all broke and poor, and that's more of a reason why we have to push to bring change to this world. Otherwise, we're all just going to end up exactly where we are allowing and accepting other people to live, in poverty. We need to create the heaven, the future that we want to see in this world. We cannot wait for politicians. We cannot wait for voting systems. We cannot wait for anything that we've been waiting for the past 10, 20 years of people promising change. We have to be that change. And I'm giving a very cool solution here. If we all join hands and we all give that little pledge, that little donation out of our pocket every month and get others to pledge, to donate. And if we get thousands of people, millions of people to have a commitment, people that care about nature, people that care about people that care about animals. If everyone's care is put into a practical dollar, then we can actually manifest this and we can actually start a movement to bring an impact to this world that matters. So I hope you see what we are doing with our plan. It's very simple and basic. And we will, within this design, create lots of jobs for people already in the system within the self-sustainable development sectors. Because we'll be buying their products. We'll be using and testing the products on every community. We will be creating jobs through thousands of people bringing their money together to one point. So therefore, we will start supporting the right industries within this world to exist, instead of constantly supporting the wrong industries that is getting all the money at the moment. So we are literally creating an economic shift by creating these sustainable communities all across the world. And it starts with the first one here in South Africa. That's how one dot is going to make a difference within this world, because it's going to become millions of dots. And so it's going to accumulate, and we're going to see the impact within our lifetime on this planet. And that's one that we all want to see. So I hope this makes sense. Please leave your comments, share it around. And this is for our Indiegogo campaign, where we want to collect for the first Earth Haven $420,000 to get it done, so we can move to the next one and the next one, so we can start growing, start expanding, and also become a pledger on our Patreon site. That's a permanent commitment to global change. That's a permanent commitment to see this through. And please share our Indiegogo campaign, share it around. share our Patreon around, share this around, show people how simple this can be if we all unite with $1. If every person who sees this unites with $1 minimum requirement, and we get 1 million people, then that will create a knock-on effect, snowball effect, and we'll have 2 million people, 3 million people. Look at YouTubers. Look at all the companies that's making money. They just get, after the first million, they just become millionaires. They just make it. We need to push the same for our Earth, our Mother Earth. And thank you very much.